If you want the picture waiting trial experience, I can lock you in a cell.
Perfect.
Yes,
I'm down. Of course I'm gonna get locked in a cell. It's a beautiful day. Morning guys, so we're off to the castle today. I want to show Morning guys, so we're off to the castle today. I want to show you the castle. And whatever else we can see. We're gonna be dropped in town near a bridge called the Millennium Bridge. So I want to show you the Millennium Bridge and take you out and show you some cool stuff in Lancaster, some history tours with Natalie Brown. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next clip. See ya. Hi guys, so we're on Millennium Bridge in Lancaster. It's pretty cool. So they built this for 2000, right? Year 2000? How cool is that? It's so pretty. Hold on, let me show you. See this is the River Loon here. Oh, there's duckies. That's so cool. Ashton Memorial is in the distance. So neat. Yeah guys, this is neat. Pretty cool. So they built this for the 2000 Millennium Memorial. It's so pretty. It's beautiful today guys. Oh my god, it's so lovely today. Alright, we're gonna go walk to the castle. I'll take you into the castle, into the dungeon. There's this pub here, the Three Mariners, is the oldest pub in Lancaster town. So that would be how, like mid-1800s? Wow, that's so cool. Wow, that's really neat. You guys might remember this street from where I told you my solicitor's was. It's on the way. It would be hard to walk on these in high heels. I don't know how Rachel did it that day actually. The day when I had to swear my oath, you guys, my solicitor Rachel wore high heels and I was like, you need a medal for doing that. It was, because look at the, I think George would have done it, because look how cobbly it is, guys. I have trainers on today, so I'm good. Oh, it's such a beautiful day. Such a beautiful day. We have arrived at the castle. Yeah. Oh wow. Look at that. We're here at the castle. Wow. It's very castle-y. Alright, we have to find where to pay. Oh, is that the prison? Oh, this is... Wow. Oh, the bells. Yeah. So I wonder where we go to pay our... Oh, here, this way.
So yeah, we were originally built as part of the Norman Conquest. So we had the Battle of Hastings. What year was the Battle of Hastings? Yeah, very famous battle because it was the last time this country was successfully invaded by the Normans from France. And the Normans moved north and they built castles like this to protect their newly conquered lands. So the castle was founded about 1093, but the original castle was wood, and wood is a terrible material for a castle. So what the Normans did, over the years they upgraded the wooden castle to stone, and that was a long and expensive process. So the keep was the first part to be upgraded to stone, and in stone it dates to 1150. It's called the keep because you would keep your food in there. So if you were attacked and you had to retreat, you were under siege, you had all your food. And we've got, yeah, we've got five wells on this hill as well, so you've got water too. castle's only been attacked twice, and both times we just gave in. So,
So no worries,
yeah,
just
yeah,
take it. It's yours.
And you just let them walk over. Yeah. Well, that's why we're largely intact, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so, right? Yeah, that's true.
Round tower and a medieval building out the back. We can't see it, but we'll go into what's left later. And then 1320, we got that. We did used to transport to America, and America got its independence in 1776, and they said we don't want your scum. Yeah. So again, what we're going to do with these people, and also the Industrial Revolution, more people coming together in cities, more social issues, more crime. Again, what we're going to do with all these people. So they thought they'd try prisons. So the big extension and remodelling is when we became a prison. And we are one of about 20 castles in the country that became the first prisons.
Wow.
Because we had walls to keep people out, the same walls could keep people in. And also, we already had cells here before we were ever a prison, because we've had trials here since about 1200, and you're in a cell waiting for your trial. Not after your trial, not as a form of punishment, but waiting for your trial to find out your punishment. So before prisons, what were our punishments for convicted criminals?
So the start or eventually
Yeah. What was the first one you said, sorry?
one was death, the other one was exile.
Yeah. Basically, we killed them. How did the state kill people?
Beheading, hanging, number of ways.
Yeah. Broadly speaking, most people were hanged, but odd parts of
wow.
the country, like Halifax, had a guillotine, that
Yeah.
sort of thing. But
So how long would people wait before they could find out if which way they're gonna die?
Oh, it was usually the rope.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nobility, royalty
Yeah.
would get an axe.
Yeah.
If you were a soldier,
Yeah.
you'd get shot.
Wow.
But most people got the rope.
And they would wait for how long until they?
You would only, when we were hanging here,
Yeah.
it would be literally days.
Days. Okay. So you wouldn't languish there for a year, 2 years, 3 years
no,
before you
no.
finally said, "Oh, well, here's your rope today."
No.
Okay.
The judges were on a circuit, you see. So once they sentenced you to hang, they had to see you hang before they went on to the next place on the circuit.
Wow.
If
Okay.
that makes sense.
Yeah, okay.
So it was literally, it was days.
That's crazy.
I was saying we were hopelessly out of date. Another thing on the list was a modern prison has hardly any blind spots. But if you look around this room,
There's tons.
yeah, you can see how many blind spots we have. So this is B wing now. This is all we can see of B wing, but this is 1790s. So yeah. So this is a lot of the prison was 1790s. So you can see what a lot of the prison was like.
Ooh, it's so crazy in here. Oh, we are. Okay, cool. We'll come back to these ones. Ooh, look at the shackles. Wow. There's like axes up there too. Wow.
Everything here has been used for the castle. So this tower here, this is bricked up, but it's an arrow slit.
So what is that? What's an arrow slit?
You know because it was built for defence.
Oh, they would shoot out arrows out of this slit.
Yeah,
Oh,
So
okay.
the arch would be in there,
Oh, I gotcha.
and
Okay.
it would be very difficult for the attackers
To get in.
get
Right.
arrow in.
Okay.
That space there, we think from a letter we kept at least one Catholic priest in there, because he said he was in a cell so small he couldn't stand up and it was shaped like an anvil.
Oh,
And that describes that space.
that's space. Wow.
Yeah. Under and quartered, 11 Catholic priests here and four helpers for being traitors. He was our local god of war. He was the Northumberland god of war.
There was a local god of war. Oh,
Yeah,
right.
yeah, and we were a bit of a no man's land round here. Sometimes Northumberland kind of claimed.
Doesn't really qualify as Zeus, does it really?
No. But apparently the Romans didn't mind doing that. When they were conquering a country, they didn't mind blending cultures.
Oh, really?
Yeah, your war god with our war god. Because they should have been shackled in prison. There are laws early on to say no shackles. That's what walls are for. They are for after your trial, for walking your to ship, for transportation to Australia. And there are various ways of shackling someone wrist to wrist, ankle to ankle, wrist to ankle. And then, the continuous one is the one for around the neck. Oh, there's a door. There's a staircase. That staircase eventually leads up there. Yeah.
Well, there was two
We double whacks of the birch for pinching a silver cigarette case.
Where would they hit the kids with the birch whip?
I think.
On the bum?
Yeah.
Bare bum?
Probably.
Wow.
Could it be bare? Never really thought
And then the
about
cat o' nine tails was again a
Yeah,
whipping. So
yeah.
what era would these have been used for punishment?
The birch was abolished in the 1850s,
Mm-hmm.
but you could use it in prisons through until the 1950s.
Wow. And the cat o' nine tails, same thing?
Same thing, I think, yeah.
Still have the bridle.
Oh yeah, that's above it, the Scold's Bridle.
These ones here, the
Yeah,
Scold's Bridle.
yeah.
And what was that for? That would be
Women were too much of this.
So if women, so I would literally be wearing this today if you knew me. Yes, that's awful. That's terrible. That's really bad.
Yeah, it would be women who'd argued in the street, use some swear words. Or Quaker women. Quaker women, most people in this country.
Kids and all sorts. Last
Guys, I would literally be wearing one of these. If this was me, I would have to have one of these on because I talk too much. So I guess I'd be in trouble. This is crazy.
Stumble trip.
Talking badly about people? I don't talk badly about people. I just talk too much. Oh, I see. But if you were gossiping, swearing, well, I'm guilty. I'm in so much trouble. Just put one on me right now. That's nuts. Wow. Guys, I want to tell you about this branding. We couldn't take you into the courtroom because they're still working courtrooms, but there's this M. If you were tried and convicted, you would get branded with an M on your thumb. They used to do it on your forehead or your cheek, but they changed to your thumb. It's so crazy. Wow. And hanging was allowed until 1965 here in England. That's insane. Barbaric humans we are. You probably can't see me. We're going to learn about the prisons now.
It's really horrible. I'll tell you about the witches and I'll lock you in there.
Oh, the witches.
So, do you want to sit down?
I'd like to see you sit there.
No, you're alright, you sit down.
You sit down.
So, the shelter's room is also 1210, like the tower.
1210, wow.
Yeah, and we use these are holding cells, so these are probably older than the Adventure prisons. And it's where you were held before your trial, which took place upstairs in the medieval hall, which unfortunately the Georgians took down. So we've lost our medieval hall, but we've still got this part of the building. Now, the most famous trial upstairs was the trial of the Pendle Witches. So I've had a request for the Pendle Witch story. So I know I've gone over already. Are you all right? Yeah. It is a very sad story. So you might want to get your handkerchiefs ready. And it starts in 1612 with a girl called Alison Device. And she's about 16, 17. And by the sounds of things, she's a sweet girl, but she's a beggar girl. She begs for food and money for a living. And she'd been begging in the town of Colne, and she was walking home when she met a peddler, a travelling salesman, and tried to scrounge, not buy, scrounge some pins from the peddler because she was making a dress. Now this peddler, he had a very low opinion of beggars, and he was pretty rude to Alison. So in return, Alison, in one of her not-so-sweet moments, said something along the lines of, well, then I hope you lose the use of your legs. It would serve you right. And the peddler went on a little bit further, and then he fell down. Now, we know now, because the clerk upstairs kept really good notes, we know now that the peddler, he had a stroke. But back then, they thought that Alison had put a spell on him, because Alison was from a family of witches. Now, when I say witches, 1612, there's a lot of what we call white witchcraft, a lot of village healers, a lot of the use of herbs. Most people worked in farming and they used good luck charms a lot. If you think to this day how often we still see a horseshoe like that above a doorway. So there was a lot of that sort of thing. Having said that though, Alison's family were probably more sinister than white witches. Because they were a family of mainly women with no man at the head of the house and they made a living begging, they were the bottom of society. So we think they portrayed themselves as witches to get a bit of oomph in society, a bit of status, because bad status is better than no status. So Alison, she turned out to be really easy to catch as a witch. Like I say, she was a sweet girl, so she went to find the peddler to say she was sorry. And she was still saying sorry after a trial upstairs. Yeah. She said she knew she was a witch, she's sorry for what she's done, and all she wants is to be forgiven. Now, these are very unwise things to be saying in 1612, because there had already been Acts of Parliament, and being a witch was a criminal hanging offence. So they hanged poor Alison. And not only that, the men here at the castle found 9 others to hang with her. Now they found these others by going out into the countryside around Pendle Hill, where Alison lived, and going to Alison's neighbours and saying, Alison says you're a witch. Alison says you did this, this, this and this. So the neighbours said, what? Well, Alison's done this, her mother's done this, her grandmother's done this. And they all told witchy tales on each other, gave evidence on each other, and ended up not here, because this isn't high security enough for a witch. They were kept in the dungeon. They were petrified witches, so they were down in the dungeon. Now, that sounds a bit weird, doesn't it? Why would the men here at the castle basically go out to the countryside and trick unsuspecting people? But what we think the real story is because back then Lancaster was just the back end of nowhere, and London was where all the action was, and James I was king in London, and he was a bit obsessed by witches. We think the men here at the castle thought, if we find a coven of witches and have a big glamorous witchcraft trial and hang a load of witches, James I will notice this and he'll promote us to better government jobs in London. So that's what we think it was really all about. So, but like I said, very sad story, but if you want the witch awaiting trial experience, I can lock you in a cell.
Perfect.
It's good.
I'm
People
down.
love it. They're really scared.
Of course I'm going to get locked in a cell. Don't come to a castle without wanting to get locked in a cell. Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Or something. What does this moon ship take off? Hang on, just in case.
So, the witches are in the dungeon in the dark. You okay with the dark?
Yeah, we're good.
Let's
Let's see how dark it is.
I'm okay in the dark. No
See my
problems.
No, you gotta turn that off. Get to get the real experience. Oh, it's dark. It's definitely dark. So I wonder how long.
Whose hand's in my pocket? Hang on. Who's got him?
Wow.
Yeah, that's dark.
How long would they be kept in here?
Until the trial.
But I wonder how long
I
that
could
would
sleep
have been.
in this.
Wow. Ooh, that banging is loud. Wow. Was it dark? Yeah, it was, wasn't it?
So potentially we could have just missed a trial in first in. and then the cell would fill up as the 6 months went on.
So they could be in there for 6 months.
It's complicated. They could be in there for longer because
Oh
actually
my.
jailers
Would
were.
they be in the dark?
And that's the night room. This is the day room, and that's so we used to get them into the courtyard.
Oh, they'd go in here.
Wasn't there, so we were straight into the
How
courtyard.
many would they have in there?
We think between 6 and 12.
Wow. 6 to 12 women in there.
You could be in there a lot longer than 6 months because you had to pay rent to the jailer.
You had to pay rent.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
And so
Wow.
you could potentially go for trial, be found innocent, have no money to pay the rent.
And stay in there.
You could be
Still
in there.
paying for your rent while you're trying to pay for your rent?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Oh
my
It's so
goodness.
weird because everything will be too bright when you come home.
Brutal, guys. Absolutely brutal.
Well, if it's
Yeah, it's true. I used to work for the council, that's what I had to do. Every year I had to spend every penny, or the next year they give you less. Oh, the extra. Yeah, so well. It was the bottom. It was manic when it came to the end of the financial year. I was trying to, get all this money.
So we're just heading to the castle church. It's called the Priory. The Priory. It's so pretty today. Ooh, the old tombs. Oh, there's like old tombs in here. Oh, the trains. Wow. This is so pretty. Yeah. So would people be buried under these? Oh, people are buried like right here. Wow. So would be local people who would be buried in these graves? Oh, these are like creme. These are creme. Oh, okay. And there's some crypts over here. Oh, there's like a bunch of broken. Oh, wow. Oh, he did the aqueduct over the River Loon. So these are all graves. All of these are graves. Wow. Yeah. So where we're walking, there's graves everywhere. They're just literally, the whole flagging of the side is crypts and tombs and graves. That is wild. Look. Which? 1792?
Yeah, that's 1793.
Oh wow, it is. Guys, we're walking on the bones of people who died in 1792. So these are all 1788?
Probably even some here from the 1600s, I would think.
Wow, that is really wild. Wow. So much history, it's amazing. So my friends, I hope you enjoyed that little tour of Lancaster Castle. We're gonna go have some lunch. I'll see if there's anything else interesting to film today. But yeah, what a beautiful day to do the castle. What an amazing tour. If you're ever in Lancaster, if you're ever in England, period, you have to go see a castle. Anywhere there's castles, you must go see them. Oh, well. St. Mary's Parade. Oh, so St. Mary.
That's me.
It's Mary. It's Mary's. Look, it's all of Mary's land. That's so cute.
was probably, I'm not quite sure who Mary was, whether she was a nun or she
A
was
nun?
somebody.
We'll have to
to do the
Wikipedia
show.
it.
Have to look at it.
Oh, look at this red door. Red door. Cute little houses.
That was all them that they actually captured.
Yeah.
All these. Well, they'd be both owners, weren't they?
Yeah.
Weren't they?
Wow. So this is how many, this was the expedition and how many Africans they took from their homes. That's a lot. We were just walking by this, and it's a tribute to all the Africans who were captured as slaves here in Lancaster, because if you watched a vlog or so back, I did the Maritime Museum where I told you guys I didn't realize there was slave trade. Slave traders came through Lancaster, and I guess they went to the West Indies with them because it was for the rum, mahogany, etc. So that was interesting. I think it's just getting refurbished. There's an area getting refurbished. That was interesting to see that. At least they've made a tribute to it. So guys, so what was the story? It was a captain, and he built his house sideways because he couldn't handle the...
Sea captain.
Yeah.
Or something like that. And that was the story anyway.
And he just couldn't handle being on flat ground. So he built the house crooked. It's tipped to one side. So neat. That's so crazy. So it's the tippy house. Apparently if you go online, you can go on Airbnb and you can rent that. You can rent that house or rent a room in that house for an Airbnb, which would be kind of cool. Alright my loves, I hope you enjoyed that tour of the castle. It was a beautiful day. Now it's time to tuck into some work here in Lancaster and finish up some things, and I think I may be able to head home pretty soon. So that's good news. Just got to finish up records, bookkeeping, and all that stuff, and then this chapter will be done. So yeah, I hope you have an amazing day wherever you are. I love you so much. Leave a comment below and tell me if there's anywhere cool in the world that you visited, and if I travel to that place, what should I see? Alright guys, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the videos. If you like the videos, share them with people you love. And let's all have an amazing day together. Alright, I'll talk to you guys later. Love you. Bye.
That's all for today.